Hey everybody, Mike Stroud with Morton Live here at Murphy Farms and with my good friend Amy Lewis. Amy, good to be on the show. Thanks for being here.
Oh, I'm happy to be here, Mike.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, Amy's going to be a big part of what we're doing. You know, Amy has worked over at J. Iverson Riddle and she's a big part of the community. You know, we were just talking about what we can do for Burke County. What's up, Burke County, would you say?
Yeah, what's up, Burke County?
What's up, Burke County? So we're going to be connecting more, you know, we're growing, you know, all the things that we're doing, and thankful for Logan, you know, that she let us use the place over here at Murphy Farms. What a beautiful clubhouse this is. We're over here looking over all the valley at Western Piedmont and the Avery building and all those things. And Amy's going to kind of help us collect things down. Y'all know how I do. I just kind of run and just off the hip and those kind of things. We're going to kind of start getting a little bit more professional because we're going to be doing TV and broadcasting and promoting businesses. And Amy, let's just kind of let's talk a little bit about how me and you met, maybe. You know, our background. Like, do you remember? Do I remember? No?
It's been so many years, Mike.
So we just grab people off the street.
And make friends
Amy
with
was
them.
walking by when we were doing this. I said, she's got a smile, she's gonna fit. No, I met Amy a long time ago at church and different places like that. Just been seeing her on the square, you know. She's down there.
Pfeiffer?
At Pfeiffer and all those kind of places, you know. We are elderly sometimes, we have to regroup. But no, Amy I met Amy over at J. Iverson Riddle. You know, we did the parade over there with the county and stuff. And Amy's always done nursing and those kind of things. But, you know, she's always done media and did some classes on media and stuff like that. So we've always connected. Y'all know me, TV and broadcasting, that kind of stuff. I'm all about it, letting people know. And Amy's perfect for that. You know, me, I like people who are upbeat and outgoing. And Amy always does that. She's got a smile. And y'all know me about customer service. And, you know, we got to be friendly, Amy.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what Burke County's all about, Mike.
That's right.
This is one of the friendliest communities ever.
Yes.
You and I both are transplants.
Yes.
I moved here in 98 and you moved here in
91.
91.
Yep.
And the one thing I liked was how kind everybody was here.
Yes.
This community is great.
Yes.
And there is so much going on in Burke County and so much to do and so much to see whether you live here or you want to visit.
Right.
I mean, it is amazing.
It is.
And Mike and I plan to take you guys out and show you what all we're talking about.
Yeah.
Just how amazing this community is.
It's going to be a journey because I tell you what, right where we're sitting right now at the Avery building in Broughton and, you know, the Murphy Farms. We got the Ag Center, like I told you, all those kind of things. Over here in the valley at Western Piedmont, there's going to be a lot of growth over here. A lot of people are coming to our area, and it's such a beautiful setting for our county and our municipalities, and just a place where everybody can feel like they can communicate together and have fun together.
Yeah.
But Amy, you know, when we was over at the J. Iverson Riddle Parade, you know, y'all were on fire over there. That's the first time I had been behind the scenes as a county commissioner. You know, they'd always gone to the parade since I've been here, but it's a pretty special thing they do over there.
Oh, absolutely. We do a parade at the Riddle Center every year. The first, it's the first Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So the week after Thanksgiving, oh my goodness, look it up online. It should be posted. We will cover it this year.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll cover it this year, but it is pretty amazing. It is a great parade.
Yes, it is. Kyle Petty was here this past time. You know, they love this place. When you come to Morton, when I first come up here and rode around this place, I mean, you know, I still to this day, you know, y'all know me, I was always at the beach growing up, you know, in Folly Beach, James Island, down in Charleston. And, you know, I didn't realize the mountains were this close, but when I moved up here, working at Lowe's and all those kind of things, got married up here, I've always rode around Western Piedmont and Broughton, this area right here, Amy, and it's just, I don't get enough of it. Every day I ride around, it's like God's country.
It is God's country, and of course, our slogan is nature's playground.
That's right.
And we absolutely have it here.
Yes.
We have so much.
Oh man, we got the Grand Canyon of the East. People don't realize that with the Limble Gorge. You know, you're sitting right there, and it's right in our backyard, man. You can hike it, walk it. Things have changed since Saline a little bit. They're getting things cleaned up, but man, it's you know, Western North Carolina to me is like the promised land.
Yeah.
Amy, and I see just here locally. You know, I'm so concerned about us locally in our region.
Yeah.
And I believe God has us in places and times and to meet each other at the right time.
Yes.
So that we can network and we can build something for our next generation and the kids and celebrate our community.
Yeah. and leave a legacy, leave something for those kids.
Yes.
And you were talking about some of the attractions here. I mean, we have the Linville Gorge.
Yes.
We have South Mountain State Park, which is
state
amazing.
parks.
Yeah. Pisgah
Yes.
National Park. Let's see, we have, Lake James.
Lake James,
Absolutely
wow.
gorgeous.
Well, you're looking at Short Off right there before you go into the
Yeah.
gorge. I mean, you're just like, wow, you know, so look like you're looking at El Capitan. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a micro version on the East Coast here, you know, and it's just amazing, you know. It's
Table Rock,
Table Rock.
Wiseman's View.
Yep, don't forget Short Off now.
Don't
you know.
forget Short Off.
Or Hawksbill.
The Brown Mountain Lights.
The Brown Mountain Lights, that's a real thing.
Check
you know.
that out. That is for real.
Yeah, discover Burke County, man. I tell you what, the Visitor Center and all the things Ed Phillips and them are doing, you know. Ed gave us an education on the Brown Mountain Lights. I mean, he witnessed them and seen them, and they got it documented. And, you know, it's we got all kind of phenomenon. That was a phenomenon all around the world. People even here didn't realize how big a thing it was. But, you know, the Visitor Center right downtown in Morton, go by there, see that. They've got, they got drawings and, not drawings, they got paintings and pictures of the gorge and so many different beautiful places, and then just talking about the Brown Mountain Lights. And, you know, we want to connect. We want people to experience the goodness of nature and being out with one another. People are so busy, Amy.
Yes.
We're so busy with our lives that we don't have time to really slow down and connect.
Yes, and we have an exceptional downtown area.
Yes.
I mean, exceptional.
Yes.
And we also have Valdez and Drexel and all the other fantastic communities, but I tend to gravitate a lot toward downtown Morganton.
Absolutely.
But summertime, we have TGIF.
Yep.
Which is amazing at the courthouse. If you've never been on a Friday night, you should go. They have a live band.
Oh, man.
They have food trucks.
Yep.
They
It's happening.
have beverages.
Man, all the kids right there. I mean, our downtown's bustling. It's getting better more and more. Everything that we're doing is really, things are just going to get better. I mean, you know, Casey and Madison down there at the downtown, all the stuff that they're doing with the groups, and then Sharon Jablonski, all she's doing at the comma, the things she's done to try to, you know, bring it into the next level. I mean, they're doing auditions and things. So, man, everybody's on point. And in Valdez, the Burke River trails. I mean, I'm seeing things that, you know, trying to all along the river tie every little town together, and so that the water and sewer's there and people can build homes and families. And, you know, they're getting ready to do a thing. You know, it looks like it's people going to be able to build a little bit more homes on their properties, tiny homes, granny flats and stuff like that for your kids. Or, you know, we have, there's going to be options. So, man, this is a great time to be in this area, Amy. I'm so glad that you're a part of it.
Well, thank you, and thank you for including me.
Yeah,
I'm excited about this. I can't wait to show even the people that live here. I learn something new about Burke County all the time.
Yes.
Like, oh, I didn't know that restaurant opened. Oh, I didn't know they had this. Oh, I didn't know where. And then where the future's going, Mike, which you can speak of as the commissioner. You know, this town is going places.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
when I actually Googled our town one day, it said that for economically to live here is actually less than the national average. So you can actually, it's affordable.
Yeah, it is. It is compared to the, like I said, the national average. You know, but you want to be here. You know,
you want to be here. I mean, it's
people are moving here. That's the thing. A lot of times, the local people, you know, like we're transplants. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina, York County, pretty close. But a lot of people, you know, I was honored even as a county commissioner that, you know, that so many people voted for me as somebody from the outside, because I've been here for so long. People know my heart. They know that I'm connecting and helping and those kind of things. And it takes all of us. We got to unite together and help one another. And, you know, people are ready for some change in some ways, some innovation, the passing of the baton, I think. You know, I think we have to be building a foundation for the next generation.
Absolutely.
You know, and we got to show them something too. I mean, you know me, and music and entertainment and events, and we can do all those kind of things.
Yeah, and for people that want to visit, we've got all that. We've got trails, we've got beautiful mountain views, great restaurants.
Yes.
And then for the people that want to live here, I mean, it is growing. The housing market's growing.
Yes.
And it's going by leaps and bounds. There are great jobs in this community. There's retail, industry, healthcare. and just so much.
And it's getting better.
And it's getting better
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah, it's getting better. A lot of, like I said, a lot of people are coming in, and a lot of people are wising up to all the things that we can do and how we can make things better. And you know, it takes people like you and me and Amy and all of our community. You know, and that's one thing I'm pushing more so now, Amy, than anything too, is America 250. You know, it's a time that we can really reset and come together as a nation and say, hey, we are Americans, and you know what, we get to celebrate. You know, I don't like fighting with people, arguing with people, and you know, I want to be outside with the kids and family, and you know, and that's what we should be doing is you know, eat, drink, and be merry. Like the old scriptures say, and you know, that's a good thing when you've got that in your community, and we want to bring that. All right, changing gears, Amy. You know, one thing me and you just experienced here lately that a lot of people don't know about here in Burke County. What's up, Burke? Right?
What's up, Burke?
That's right. Y'all get used to that.
Yeah, you're going to see
County,
more
baby.
of it.
You're going to see more of it. That's right. We was over at Glory Mountain Christian Retreat.
Yes.
And, man, you know, big shout out to Byron and
Sherry.
Yeah, all of them over
Paul.
there. And
hey, guys.
Yes, we love you guys. And Tanja, and man, I tell you what, people don't really realize all the good things that's going, you know, just everywhere. You know, we want to see, we want to support everybody's dreams.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. And what people may not even know, they may have just heard you say Glory Mountain Retreat, and they're like, what is that?
Right.
Because when you shared it with me, I didn't even know what it was.
Right.
And I was like, we went out there, and I'm like, this place is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if they made an online presence yet.
I think, you know, they're new. They come from Washington, D.C. area, did ministry up there and feeding people and those kind of things. And, you know, they've come down here and they built this beautiful pavilion.
Beautiful,
where you could have
gorgeous.
Women's conferences, you know, singing, you know, concerts, you know.
RV sites, they're going to have camping, they're going to have fishing, they're going to have cabins. They're even looking at being a venue, they're a church, and that'll be another thing on another episode.
Yeah, we're going to be covering all that.
We're going to be covering all that stuff. Mike and I are going to go around this county and show you what you may be missing.
That's right.
And if you're not missing it, we will make you miss it to go back to it.
That's right.
Because we're going to have some good times.
Yeah, we're kicking up the dancing in the streets. Y'all know me. But yeah, they're brand new, and they're looking. We're going to help them. A lot of people going to help them, and it's we got a lot of places like that here in town.
Yeah, little golden nuggets.
Golden nuggets
that you don't even know is there.
That's right.
That you could go out and just have the time of your life. And one thing I like about a lot of the things we have here, that if you are a single person and want to go by yourself, it's safe and it's wonderful and you can enjoy it. But let's say you want to go as a couple or you want to go as a family.
Yes.
There's so much to do.
Yes.
And it's so family friendly too.
Yes, exactly.
And that is fantastic.
Well, we need places like that. You know, we want places where you can raise your family. You know, to me, that's what it's all about, you know.
Yeah.
Is having the people where they can have safe places for their kids.
Yes.
You know, life is so short, you know, and I have a real passion that we put everything we can in our kids into one another, you know, in this time before, you know, while we have a chance. You know, we're not just doing this just to do it. You know, we're doing this because we love our community.
Absolutely.
We love each other. We love all the people that we talk to and connect with, and we're trying to bring us all together. That's what's so neat about Mackenzie over at Western Piedmont Community, Logan over here at Murphy Farms, you know, all of them over at the Ag Center, and Christian over at the Deaf School. And I mean, you know, we got some things happening, and we're going to shake it up and tell you about it. And you're going to be along for the ride with us. I want it mainly for y'all to meet Amy. And, you know, because we want to bring these things to you from a perspective of two people talking, or woman's perspective, or whatever we're talking about. And it just works out best that way, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. That's like you're talking about the parade that we have at the J. Iverson Riddle Center.
Yeah.
Well, this year Kyle Petty came, and he was our grand marshal, and he went back and he made the absolute best video, and he was like
blown away,
so amazed. He was so blown away at the community.
Yeah.
And maybe we can share this video. But he was like, the community comes together. They
Yeah.
get out of school early.
Yeah.
All the bands come.
Yeah.
The floats from the community.
Yeah.
The floats from the precious people that live
Yeah.
at the Riddle Center.
Right.
And he was just blown away. And he said that is what Christmas was all about.
Yes.
That's what got his Christmas going.
Yeah,
and I know we
absolutely.
also have the Morganton Parade,
Yes,
which
yes.
is amazing.
Yeah.
I am usually a spectator there, but I was actually very involved in the one at the center. And even last year we had Alex Giles was our Grand Marshal from WBTV.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing. He's like, I have to bring my wife back to this.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is just amazing. This community
Yeah.
just comes together. And it's just another one of those little golden nuggets that Mike and I are going to show you on What's Up, Burke County.
What's up, Burke County? You know, the cool thing I thought about the whole parade too, Amy, was I like seeing the space. Sometimes in parades we're lined along the streets, and that's great too, and there's that. But over at J. Iverson Riddle, there's so much space, kind of like it is over here in the valley. You know, there's a place to run, and the kids are out. You know, and I love to see kids just, you know, and the people have their blankets out, and you know, just sitting around waiting, and you know, it's a beautiful place right there off of Interstate 40 right there at the Enola exit. I mean, it's just a beautiful place here, and beautiful people, and thank God we got places like that can minister to children and clients that are going through the things they go through right there. You know, we got people that serve in those capacities, and thankful for that. Thankful for our nurses. Thank you for nursing.
Thank you.
Hey, Burke County's all about nursing, you know.
Yeah.
And opportunity, you know. There's, you know, I was talking to Mackenzie over at Western Piedmont, you know, and they're doing so much for the foundation over there to get our kids in the trade schools and try to. We want to see our kids. You know, I want to see us all. You know, not so much in the schools, so to speak. I want to say out in the field some, you know. I think we've kept everybody in this classroom sometime. And I was telling Logan, you know, we look back at schooling and stuff like that. Now, you have to watch me on this. I don't want to get all the teachers upset at me. But, you know, all the people that were great people in the world, most of them didn't go to school, you know, or they were schooled, Einstein, stuff like that. They had schooling, but I mean, you know, you don't have to remember everything. You can go pull the book off the shelf, you know. That's what he always said. You ain't got to remember everything, just go get the book, you know, look it up. But, you know, smart people just have a way, they've got giftings and things, I think, with life. And, you know, I was reading a book about Daniel Boone, man, check that out. He had callings back here. Daniel Boone was a real guy, and, you know, he was amazing story about Daniel Boone. Check him out, just as a side note.
Yeah, and we've got some little local famous people in this area. So we'll try to get up with some of them because there's some actually amazing people in this community.
Oh yeah, we've got some Star Wars people, and
Absolutely.
You know, we're gonna be telling backstories and all kind of things. We're gonna be doing some TV stuff. You know, we're gonna be doing movies. You know, we're gonna be doing media. We're gonna be doing music. You know, I keep telling everybody the best music's gonna come out of this region, this area. You know, and comedy and everything else, bluegrass. It don't matter what it is. And then over at the Avery Building, over at Broughton, man, I mean, we're gonna be going in the tunnels before it's over with. You know, we're gonna be doing tours and, you know, all kind of things, and things that even people that grew up here, they don't get to see, you know. So we're going to be going behind the scenes and, you know, catching up and, you know, catching all those kind of things. And I'm just glad Amy's here to work with us. You know, because she's more scripted, y'all know me, and, you know, so she'll bring a real professional level to it that, you know, that sometimes I just kind of skirt by.
You do great, Mike.
But we're going to have a good time together, and we're just
We are.
looking forward to connecting with all you guys.
Yeah.
And Amy, just as far as your first time, and, you know, kind of what do you want to say to everybody, and what you see here in Burke County? What do you see coming and those kind of things? And what do you look to work and accomplish in what we're doing here maybe?
I see a stronger community coming.
Yeah.
I see a stronger community where people can really connect.
Yes.
Because we all need that connection to each other.
Right.
Even though you may be introverted, neurodivergent, have anxiety in crowds, there is something out there for everyone.
Yes.
Even if you're an extrovert like
Right.
Mike and I, or an introvert, there
Right.
is something for everyone
Absolutely.
in this community. And it's just amazing how much there is, and a lot of
Right.
people don't know about it. You were speaking of education,
Yeah.
Western Piedmont, well, right next door
Right.
is the North Carolina School of Math and Science. Amazing, like little brainiacs go
Yeah,
there.
I
And I
know.
mean, like, we are growing some amazing
Yeah.
youth, and we have amazing adults.
Yeah.
And Mike and I are going to highlight that. And I have to say this because I'm a foodie, so get ready. But I shared with Mike, I'm like, Mike, let's go have some tasty treats at these awesome restaurants all over the county.
Yes.
Let's go and show the people, hey, go to the Madness. And
Yeah.
if you like sushi, you will have some of the best sushi you've ever ate. Just throwing that out there. Ken
There
to
you
Ken,
go.
amazing. You know, great food. Oh, and we've got breweries. And
Root and Vine, y'all know
Root and Vine,
the Rosa Pizza.
amazing.
That's my favorite. You know,
Yeah.
so we got some really niche
Yeah,
places that
we
are
do.
very unique. You know, and that's what you want. You want all that local variety and you know
Yeah.
that opportunity. You know, so we're gonna give business tips and things like that. You
Yeah.
know, all those kind of things. We want to see people be successful, Amy.
Absolutely.
You
And they
know.
say variety is the spice of life.
That's right.
And we're going to give that to you guys. We're going to bring the spice.
That's right. That's exactly. So thanks for joining us today. We'll talk
Thank
to you next
you.
week. You know, we're going to be doing this all the time. So y'all send us your ideas, anything.
Yes.
Let us know. Contact us any kind of way. And, you know, we look forward to
Yeah.
working with you. And Amy, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. And let me say this. I love the thing. Send us your ideas.
That's right.
Where would you like for us to visit? What would you like to see? Have you ever never been up to Table Rock? Have you never been to Wiseman's View? Have you never ate at Treat?
That's right.
Or anywhere?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll go try it out.
We'll try it
'Cause,
out, man. That's
hey,
it.
we're adventurous.
What's up, Burke?
What's up, Burke?